If you were impressed by the organ at the reopening concert of Notre Dame Cathedral last week, and there were many critics of it because some people didn't find the musical selection was the best, and I understand why. I mean, I don't know why they didn't play some of the most beautiful passages from César Franck or Louis Vierne. Anyway, but if you were impressed by the organ itself, you might be interested in knowing that the organ at Saint Eustache Church in Paris, which live streams every Sunday at 5 o'clock, and we tell you your Paris time, we tell you about it every week, is the equal of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Like the Notre Dame Cathedral organ, it has 115 stops. Like it has 7,952 pipes. There's a slight difference in the physical massiveness of one of the two organs, and I always forget which one is a little bit physically bigger. And they're built by different builders. The St. Eustache Church is a Van den Heuvel organ. So anyway, but this may be why hundreds of people show up every week in person for these live streams. This is not one of these live streams where you turn on the live stream and you see 20, 30 people in a large cathedral. No, if you go there, and I have been there a number of times and live streamed to you before and after the recitals there, it's packed. There are 200-300 seats all in one half of the church, and there's not a seat empty, and there are people standing. There's standing room only in the back. Now, the organist this week is Francois Olivier. He's the resident choir organist at St. Eustache since 2004. So he's been around a long time. He's been around for 20 years, whereas the other resident organists who are on the main organ have only been around for about 9 years. He's also the director of a choir called the Petit Chanteur de Nogent-sur-Marne, the Little Singers of Nogent-sur-Marne, which is a little town in the Paris suburbs. And he has a very operatic set of pieces to play for you this week. And my notes just went flying past me here. So here's what he's playing. He's playing Giuseppe Verdi's Marche Triomphale, the Triumphal March from Aida. He's playing Jules Massenet's Meditation from Thais. He's playing Grieg's Dans l'antre du roi de la montagne. And that's an extract from Peer Gynt, which I'm pretty sure in English means in the hall of the mountain king. And he's been playing a fantasy by George Bizet from the Carmen opera. So if you're interested in hearing very operatic organ transcriptions this Sunday on an organ which is as grand as the organ at Notre Dame Cathedral, although it does need renovating. That's Sunday at 5:15 p.m. European time, 11:15 in the morning on the East Coast, and 8:15 in the morning Pacific time. And I can show you, before we leave that subject, since I've been talking so much about that organ, here's the manual, the 5 manual organ keyboards and the organ itself. You will never see the pipework look that magnificently clean unless and until they do the renovation, which they keep trying to get done. So that's what we have in store for you on Sunday evening in European time, in the morning in the US. I commend it to you. I think it'll be magnificent played on that organ.